Isn't it amazing how sometimes we get ideas from the most unexpected places? So today I'm watching a docu-series on cooking, right? And it got me thinking about my restaurant. Matter of fact, I spent the whole day visualizing it. It's going to be a sustainable restaurant, %. Can you believe it? Like everything from the food to the kitchen setup, all eco-friendly. Mr. Park, my business mentor, really helped me brainstorm some wild concepts today. I even started sketching out the design. It's proper exciting. Speaking of sketches, do you remember that insane idea we had about bouldering up to that mountain bakery with Juhwan? Well, it seems this idea isn't that insane to Juhwan. We were chatting and he brings up our old Mount Pastry promise. I'm not kidding, he wants to plan the road and everything. He said first we master bouldering, next is bakery assault. Can you believe that? We all laughed so hard. Yuna was also on the chat. She was talking about her diving experiences and how she found a rare blue-ringed octopus. I swear that girl effectively lives in a nature documentary. And guess what? %. I tell her she's on a winning streak and I might start making pizza for sharks. %. She asked me if I'm thinking of starting a Sharknado pizza outlet. I can already see it now. You and Juwan, my first customers, hiking to my eco-friendly restaurant in the mountains. Just promise me you'll save room for dessert. Anyway, as fun as all this sounding right now, I need to get back to these sketches. The idea train just won't stop today. How would it be if there was a way to incorporate a climbing wall in the restaurant, right? I mean, we could call it the Eat and Climb or Climb and Eat restaurant or something. You would not believe this. I met Noah today, that tech enthusiast from the bouldering community. We got talking about recipes, sudden passion for food, you know. As I'm talking about experimenting with beetroot mix, he gives me this look, complete shock, as if I've gone full painter. Got so lost in the chat we almost ran out of time at the climbing gym, %. But I managed to keep my record in bouldering, mind you. Knocked off the green route. Speaking of new hobbies, Sunhee's pottery class is really helping keep my mind clear. The woman's a genius, you know. I mean, I'm usually dealing with dough for the sourdough bread or when making pizza and pasta, but pottery has a different kind of charm altogether. Feels like an extended form of meditation after a hectic day at the restaurant. So, speaking of restaurants, Yuna brought up this amazingly funny point. Remember the Sharknado pizza outlet I joked about? Now she's insisting I serve seafood pizza in my very own restaurant. I guess what started as an imaginary mountain bakery has now transformed into a proper eatery. Anyway, you remember my art therapy using food coloring? Trust me, they are worlds apart. Cooking is fast-paced, intense, while pottery is the opposite. It's slow, delicate, requires patience. They both have their own kind of messy charm, you know what I mean? Anyway, Juhwan, of course, popped up with his typical adventurous idea, a bouldering wall made from rock-salted pretzels. % that guy and his ideas, I tell you. Although I must admit his suggestion about the pastry mountain, it actually took me back to my childhood. Mom's freshly baked bread and pastries, a slice of heaven. Sunhee, to my surprise, loved my expression with food colors in pottery class today. I had no idea that cooking and painting would blend so effortlessly. You should have seen it. It was like an armadillo lizard, coiled up, but delicately beautiful. Anyway, I'm already thinking of experimenting with some more food elements in pottery next time. Imagine baking pottery out of dough. Pizza plates made out of actual pizza dough. Well, you know I'm kidding. But wouldn't it be something? By the end, everyone will scramble to their dish just to eat it, not from it. You know what's funny, buddy? This morning I embarked on an underwater excavation. Yes, a diving exploration in the EC, can you believe it? Had my dear friend Yuna and Liam, our stern yet the very proficient diving instructor, diving alongside. Trust me, those underwater sceneries, just like a view from out of this world. I felt like an astronaut floating in an alien universe, rich with corals and a barrage of marine life. Speaking of underwater life, I'm telling you, I spotted an octopus there. I immediately thought about what Juhwan had teased before about confusing octopuses for spaghetti. Man, That one's a character, isn't he? Can't even dive without his humor following me there. By the way, remember that girl Yuna I introduced you to? She's one heck of an adventurer. She was with me on this dive and boy, she's fearless. We were chatting while navigating the waters. Felt like a serious sport than a leisure activity. After the dive, we chatted about the day's experience. We laughed around the octopus spaghetti situation and, of course, Juhwan never left an opportunity to infuse tech food analogies like coding recipe. Normally Yuna would swim away from such discussions, but somehow today, she seemed to enjoy it and was laughing hysterically. Juhwan didn't stop there, though. He suggested watching Shokugeki no Soma, an anime to improve his cooking skills. I encouraged him for fun but can't help but imagine him creating a coding recipe while he cooks. Yuna, being her usual sarcastic self, pointed out the difference between watching and actual cooking. Anyhow, all that talk of food made me super hungry after the dive. Dashed back home and guess what I had for dinner? Good old sesame noodles. Nothing with octopus or any marine creature I saw today, promise. Today's dive, get-together, shower of comic reliefs, everything, brought back the pleasantness I feel while meditating. It's like both bring this calm, composed, and blissful state of mind. And guess what? %. It's fantastic to have all of you guys by my side during this journey. Anyways, buddy, I hear my oven beeping appetizingly in the background. It seems my pie is done baking. If you think I'm talking about food all the time, it's your fault for being such an amazing friend. %. But for now, the aroma of that pie pulls me more towards it. Catch you later.